consistent pattern becomes evident through a detailed survey of global spiritual traditions, originating before the rise of Abrahamic monotheism. Key divine figures, embodying specific functions and characteristics, reappear across diverse cultures and geographical locations. Observing this recurrence, the Zevist perspective, particularly as articulated within the framework presented by the Temple of Zeus, makes a clear assertion. The same gods were worshipped on every continent. This statement requires precise understanding. It does not suggest identical names or surface-level myths universally, but rather points to the profound truth that the fundamental divine realities, the eternal gods themselves, were perceived and honored globally due to their inherent, unchanging natures, meaning immortal and all-powerful over the entire universe. This presentation will illuminate this principle using comparative examples, drawing heavily upon the understanding of the gods found within the Temple of Zeus, accessible via templeofzeus.org, specifically the Our God section and related pages. To comprehend the universality of the gods, we must first grasp their fundamental nature. The gods are not psychological constructs, metaphors, or mere personifications of nature. They are distinct, individual, sentient, and eternal beings. They possess consciousness, will, agency, and immense power. They are objective realities, as real as the mountains or the stars, forming an intrinsic part of the very structure and operation of the universe. The gods are not remote or abstract. They are active participants within the cosmos, each possessing specific domains, functions, and personalities. Zeus, for instance, is presented not merely as a sky god, but as the supreme sovereign, the upholder of cosmic order, Nomos, justice, dike, and sacred oaths, Horkos. This understanding posits that because the gods are fundamental, unchanging realities inherent to the cosmos, their presence and influence are necessarily universal. They were not invented, they were encountered. Different cultures perceived these same divine individuals, interpreting and naming them according to their own languages and cultural contexts. But the encounter was with the same eternal beings. Let us examine the Sky Father, using Zeus as the primary example. Zeus Pater, Father Zeus, is the king of the gods and ruler of mortals within the Hellenic framework. His domain encompasses the broad heavens, the potent force of thunder and lightning, the establishment and maintenance of law, justice, hospitality, xenia, and the overall divine governance of the universe. He is the ultimate authority figure, ensuring the stability of the cosmic order. Sovereign paternal authority linked to the sky was perceived everywhere in the world. The Roman Jupiter is understood not merely as a parallel, but as the same god under a different cultural apprehension, sharing linguistic roots related to Dios Pita and core functions. The early Vedic Dios Pita, Sky Father, reflects the ancient Indo-European recognition of this same fundamental divine principle, the celestial patriarch. These are not separate gods mimicking each other, but different cultural apprehensions of the same universal divine being, the sovereign Sky Father, supremely embodied for this tradition as Zeus. Zeus names across the continents are as follows: Dios Pitar, Zeus, Perun, Atum, Indra, Jupiter, Indian Trinity, Siva, Brahma, Vishnu, Indra, Sabazius, Sabazios, Dionysus, Ammon, Odin, Beelzebul, Satan, Lucifer in the Abrahamic inversion, Tengri, Beli, Hadad, Zamolxis, and tens more. For more, you need to study our in-depth and complete page in Temple of Zeus, given by the gods themselves. Consider the divine manifestation of overwhelming power, often associated with storms, potent weaponry, and demonstrations of might that uphold order or challenge chaos. These in themselves are deep codes of spiritual culture and occult understanding. All myths are symbols showing a deeper, more profound reality. Within the Hellenic tradition, Zeus Keranos, the Thunderer, embodies this irresistible force. His thunderbolt is not just a weapon, but a symbol of his absolute power and authority to enforce divine law and the life force as creation and division. The Vedic Indra, particularly in his classical role, wields the Vajra, thunderbolt, commands storms essential for life, battles chaotic forces like Vritra, and exemplifies divine might and kingship among the Devas. His energetic signature of powerful, order-bringing force aligns functionally with aspects of Zeus's power. Another universally recognized divine function is that associated with wisdom, divine intelligence, knowledge, especially sacred or esoteric, writing, communication, and sometimes magic or mediation. One of the goddesses being the epitome is Inanna. The Hellenic tradition presents Athena, wisdom embodied as strategy, clarity, and craft, and Hermes, wisdom expressed as communication, understanding, interpretation, and passage between worlds. Other gods such as Thoth, Tehuti, the divine scribe, inventor of writing, master of Heka, magic, efficacious utterance, lord of wisdom, measure, and divine record keeper. He embodies divine intellect in its function as cosmic administrator and revealer of knowledge. Vedic tradition honors Saraswati as the flowing goddess of knowledge, speech, learning, and the arts, and figures like Brahmanaspati as lords of sacred speech and wisdom. Distinct cultural perceptions of the same fundamental reality of divine intelligence and its communication, essential for cosmic function and human understanding. Recognizing these profound parallels across cultures serves to validate the objective existence of the gods in a healthy form of digestion. However, intellectual comparison is merely the gateway. The Zavist path, particularly as guided by us, the Temple of Zeus, emphasizes progressing toward a deeper, more direct understanding of and relationship with these divine beings. Fully appreciating the depth and perspectives presented requires study beyond this brief format. The complexities are significant, demanding commitment to learn accurately and avoid superficial conclusions. For those individuals seeking to seriously investigate the nature of Zeus and the other gods, to explore the evidence for their existence, and to engage with practices in connecting to them, we direct you to the comprehensive resources and community available through templeofzeus.org. Consult the Our God section and associated pages for foundational knowledge. This is the appropriate venue for dedicated study and engagement with the living tradition. Why this consistent pattern of divine perception across continents? The universe, cosmos, is not arbitrary. It operates according to an intelligible divine order, Nomos. The gods are not external to this order. They are its primary constituents, its guardians, and its living principles. Fundamental aspects of existence, sovereignty, power, wisdom, life, order, chaos, are embodied by specific, eternal divine beings. Because these gods and the principles they embody are universal constants, any human society developing the capacity for spiritual perception would inevitably encounter their presence and influence. The human soul possesses an innate ability to recognize these divine signatures. Different cultures then used their unique languages, symbols, and experiences to articulate these encounters, resulting in diverse mythologies and rituals that nevertheless point back to the same objective divine sources. The global polytheistic consensus, before its suppression, reflected this accurate, convergent perception of divine reality. This understanding carries profound implications. The gods are not confined to the past or to specific lands. Zeus reigns eternally. Thoth continues his divine administration. Indra's power resonates. As universal objective realities, they remain present, active, and accessible now. Recognizing the Zeus principle manifest in sovereignty and justice, or the Hermes Thoth principle in communication and knowledge, allows for a deeper interaction with the world. Crucially, this perspective validates the path of polytheistic practice today. The recurrence of specific divine figures and functions across the continents is not adequately explained by coincidence or mere psychological projection. It stands as powerful evidence for the objective, universal reality of the same gods. These eternal beings, intrinsic to the structure of the universe, were independently perceived and honored by diverse cultures, demonstrating their constant presence and influence.